Hey guys, welcome to the latest Table Tennis Daily review. My name's Dan.
And I'm Tom.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the newly released Xiom Omega 7 rubbers, which are a new addition to the Omega series.
So these are the latest rubbers by Xiom, and they're using the new thicker sponge and thinner top sheet technology. They come in two versions, the Omega 7 Pro and the Omega 7 Euro. So the sponge hardness of the two different versions varies slightly. The Euro has a sponge hardness of 42.5 degrees and the sponge hardness on the Pro is 47.5 degrees.
Yep, and here we have the rubber, Tom. So you've got the Euro there, I've got the Pro, and it feels pretty firm, the top sheet, really nice.
Good grip to it.
It's quite traditional what we see among Xiom rubbers, so really good top sheet. Yeah, the black sponge as well. And we was looking at the geometry of the pimples earlier, so they do seem very similar in terms of placement. I wouldn't say there's almost any difference at all. So, you know, the real difference here is the sponge hardness. Yeah, but again, great quality rubber. I'm looking forward to trying this out.
So the weight of the Euro version when uncut is 62 grams and when cut is 43 grams.
Yep, and the Pro version is slightly heavier. So the uncut version is 66 grams and then the cut version is 49 grams. So throughout the review, me and Tom both used the new Xiom Fil ZX2 blades. Really nice blade. It's got Hinoki top ply, looking forward to trying this blade. Carbon, looks very fast.
So we used the Pro version on one side and the Euro version on the other side, and obviously the same blade to give it a fair test.
We also compare it to the original Omega 5 version. Looking forward to seeing how these new rubbers compare to the Omega 5 series.
So we hope you enjoy the review.
So first up, the Xiom Omega 7 Pro. So me and Tom here both have the Pro version on our bats. Let's see what it's like. So some forehand topspin. Getting a lot of pace on the ball. Oh, it's good. Yeah, I like the control I'm getting, especially I'm hitting the ball hard and strong. I'm not getting huge amounts of spin right now, I feel, but the speed I'm getting in control is very good. A few more top spins. Get it through him. Have some of that.
Yeah, I like the feeling when top spinning. I feel like when the ball's a bit lower, you have to work quite hard to bring it back up with spin. But if you're looking for the directness and the pace, it feels really good. And it feels nice and crisp again on contact when I'm top spinning.
Do some backhands?
Yep. That's good.
So you can see when I was contacting the ball there, I was really going strong through the ball. Wasn't getting much high arc, but it was very direct, which I do like on the forehand side, especially with the Pro. My theory is I think we'll really like the Europe on the backhand and then the Pro on the forehand. I'm going to do a few of my go-to serves in a match. I'm going to see how much spin I can purchase on the ball. So this is the Pro version. So I'm getting quite a bit of spin there. The old ghost serve. That was a foul. Come on. If I just do a backswing serve, so I'm pushing my forehand, I'm just going to spin up and let's see what spin I can work with. Spinny?
Yeah. I think it is. You are generating quite a bit of spin, but like I said before, like the impact when I'm blocking feels like it soaks up the speed and spin quite well and it controls it. Yeah. I don't think it's that you're not getting spin. I think that it's quite good for controlling it back.
Yeah. I would say, you know, a Chinese rubber Hurricane 3 is still noticeably spinnier. That's
more
what
spinny,
those rubbers do, right? But what I do like about this is it's quite easy to open up. I do a couple more, but you know, I'm getting good spin and I followed up with a good strong ball to spin up.
Yeah, that one playing strong, that fifth ball.
What I'm finding at the moment is just, yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's not the spinniest, but the speed and control.
Very good. Oh, that is a good spin.
Nice. Oof, good.
Okay, so done a few backhand open-ups now with the Pro. Struggling slightly to get the right feeling that I want. So now we're going to have a few with the Omega Europe. See how we go. So I find straight away it's a little bit more comfortable for me personally opening up with the Europe, and that possibly could be the softer sponge. I feel like it's sinking in a bit more. I'm getting a bit more safety on the open-ups.
That the Europe?
This is the Europe.
Let's give it a go. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's a lot easier to get. Ooh, this is good. I like this. I think with the Europe, the softer sponge is just allowing you to have a lot more.
It's probably
freer.
closer to what you're used to as well.
Yeah.
It's like more similar to what you would choose.
This is quite hard, the Pro. Look at this. It's beautiful. So now I'm going to do a direct comparison between the Pro and the Europe, the Pro being the black side and the Europe being the red. Let's just see the difference. So the Pro first. That's quick. I think, again, similar to what we said already earlier, Tom, the Pro, you can feel it's quicker and harder, and it's coming off the back quicker. But with the Europe, you can feel there's a lot more control. So when you contact the ball, there's a lot more safety and feeling. And I think it's the feeling you get with the Europe.
Yeah, you've got a little bit extra dwell time, so it's going to be more suitable back from the table, and for players that are looking for that extra safety and spin in their strokes, it's going to be a lot more suitable.
Now I'm going to see how well the Omega 7 returns Tom's serve with the backhand flick. So, Pro up first, let's go. So see how tacky and grippy it is to pick up the ball. Nice.
Seems pretty good there.
Nice. That's good. In Europe. So at the moment, I'm not finding any troubles in actually flicking Tom's backspin serve. Sometimes with rubbers, you can really struggle and it might go to the net or actually fly off. Here, I'm actually having enough control to keep the stability in the shot. Take that back. Come on. There. Brush, good. Ooh. Oh, got back your trademark. So another important element in table tennis is spinning the half long ball. So Tom, do you want to feed a few half longs to my forehand?
Okay.
Let's just see how well I can pick up that half long shot. Let's try with the Europe. Ooh. You really hear the sponge in there. I know it come through a bit dodgy, but you can really hear the ball soak into the sponge. So in the past I've used the Omega 5 and I'm definitely noticing a bit more propulsion on the ball with the new Omega 7 series. So I have here actually the Omega 5 Pro version, so I'll compare it against the Pro 7. We'll go with the Omega 5 Pro first. Hey Tom?
Yep.
Let's go. So again, it's a high quality rubber. There's quite a lot of effort. It's similar, but there is definitely a lot more punch when it comes to the newer 7 Pro.
See the 7 then.
See how it's a lot more effortless.
Oh yeah, a bit more snappy.
You're noticing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely.
feel it coming through quicker. Right, so now we're going to do a comparison between the Pro and Europe when countertop spinning. So if I push long down, you spin up. First off, the Pro. Ooh, nice crisp contact on that one. One more. Ooh, that was a good low spin there though. One more with the Pro. Okay, feels nice and crisp. I'm getting good speed on that. Okay, let's try some with the Europe then. A bit lucky. So I actually found really confident with both sides there, with the Pro and Europe. I think it's following along the same theme where when I'm countering Dan's heavy topspin, the Pro was a bit more direct and
It was
forward.
definitely shot through more, yeah.
Whereas the Europe, I had that slight more, we're still going through quick, but I had that slight more dwell, bit more safety in it. But as you can see, they were both countering through really sharp and quick. So I think both sides were really effective for that.
These are quick rubbers. So in the counter area, they are going to come off very quickly. But on that last one there, Tom, you took a bit of pace off and guided it, and it still shot off quickly. It was a good shot.
Yeah, I think you can do that with the Europe, definitely.
Oh, spinny. Yeah. Really good at picking up the ball. Oh, shot. So yeah, if you are, I mean, this will be very good against defenders as well, picking up those backspin balls. If you want to work on that backspin, this Europe and Pro really pick up well. So to conclude, Tom, how did you find them overall, the Pro and Europe?
I actually really like them. For me personally, the Pro was more suited to my style. I think probably because I use Stiga Genesis at the moment, and that's got quite a hard sponge, and the Pro is slightly harder. I found that the feeling I was getting was better with that. But again, Europe was, you said you kind of preferred Europe, so.
For me, I preferred Europe, I think, because I find it mid-distance, I'm able to really spin well. And when we're playing you're blocking me wide and everything, and I'm having to take a little step off the table, and it's giving me a lot of safety in my strokes. What I like about it as well is I feel the top sheet on this rubber, it's one of the latest rubbers it's the latest rubber from Xiom.
Yeah.
And it's definitely grippier than previous versions. On wide balls, I'm really able to spin the ball up into the air.
Yeah, I noticed it a lot with like the open up shots against backspin as well. What I found as well, I'd say speed-wise, is still pretty comparable to something like a T-bar Evolution type rubber. So I'd say in terms of speed, that's kind of where I'd rate it.
Yeah. What I really found interesting was when we was doing some flicks sometimes or open ups, it didn't look like you'd put much effort, but the amount of spin on the ball was really impressive. Yeah. So the spin on these rubbers are very good. It's a good improvement, and I really like the speed as well, especially with the plastic ball.
Another thing we discussed earlier was when we were short play over the table, like the short touch and pushing it over the table, there were actually surprisingly good control considering how fast the rubbers were in like the topspin game. I found the short touch and play over the table was still really effective, and you can control it well.
The speed on these rubbers are fast, and I wouldn't give this to a beginner. You know, they are quick. This is definitely for, I mean, the European rubber, really good for developing players.
Yeah.
It's got lots of control, but the Pro with definitely an advanced rubber.
Yeah, you'd have to have pretty solid technique and be confident and comfortable with your shots using these rubbers, because they are not slow, they are quick, especially on like a car. Obviously we're using it on a carbon blade as well. So if you can pair it with something like a wood blade, that will obviously take the speed down a bit, but They are really quick, good for the modern game, being aggressive early in the point and getting on the front foot.
So let us know in the comments if you've tried these rubbers and what rubbers you like in table tennis. Thanks for watching.